What's up, guys, and welcome back to the GameShow Invitational. This is going to be the last game for one of these two teams, BU and Power Rangers, currently tied 1-1 in the best of three. Winner gets something like 1,000 extra euro, loser gets 900 total, which isn't bad, but they would much rather move on to face up against Scary Faces in the losers bracket final. I'm Mikelorus, one of your casters for today. Heflamoke is here as well. These games have been long. They've been, well, mistake-prone, but I think we've had a pretty decent showing from both these two teams, especially BU, who I would not expect to be performing this well considering their player state.
Yep, and to be honest, right now it feels like, well, I'm not sure should I say this on stream, but you know, when you break up with a woman and you have the last time sex, it's mostly amazing. So Burden United, a team that doesn't even exist on paper anymore, still finishing that tournament, which, by the way, I think it's good because sometimes disbands of certain teams really strikes tournaments hard. Like, you play all these games, they make it into, I don't know, winner bracket finals, semifinals, whatsoever, maybe even finals. Suddenly they disband, and you're screwed as a tournament organizer because you have to bring in another team. Yeah, well, they play it till the end, and to be honest, they're looking good. I mean, the last game, despite Power Rangers' amazing performance on that roaming strategy with the Tinker and Sunlight, shout out to this guy, man, what a Tinker. Anyway, it's a good show. We have a 1-1 situation, a best of three here. We're gonna see who's winning this. It might actually be Burden United if they get a good draft now up against Power Rangers, but also Power Rangers looking good. This is completely 50-50 if you ask me. Like, before these two games were up, we were talking about the chances in D2L, and it was 32 to 68,
yeah, 30,
right?
60, something like that.
Yeah.
1/3
So
for BU.
that's not correct anymore. If you ask me, this is a complete crapshoot, pretty much, for everyone who's betting, because both teams looked in both games very convincing. Like, they answered mostly correctly to what the enemy brought up, and then it came really just down to small mistakes, like being out of position on that Wraith King by Come With Me last game. That was pretty much what just broke their backbone right there.
Hey, well, it's something similar happened for Power Rangers in Game 1 when Ditchy Slark got caught out without buyback. So,
yeah,
I think
exactly.
really the biggest issue that you could really point at for BU, I mean, obviously they're not a team, but if you could point at one issue, it's the fact that they kind of just are all separate for a little bit too much of the game. If they played a little bit more as a 5-man unit, they could get a lot more done, but who knows what we'll see in this last game. We have Winter River and Tusk being banned out. Shaker is going to be banned out, so Minut's not going to get his hands on that one. Leaves Queen of Pain, leaves Leshrac, whole bunch of powerful heroes, so I don't really think we're going to see anything too crazy within this opening phase, but last game, Bounty Hunter did some serious work. Do you think it's in consideration for Power Rangers to grab again?
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we might. Oh my god.
The answer is no.
No. No.
I think it's going to be BU to pick up the Bounty Hunter, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's definitely not coming. But yeah, Power Rangers, I mean, going for the Queen of Pain, this is the all-rounder pick. It's something, it's like a tool for pretty much everything. There's nothing you can do wrong with this. Burden United going for the Leshrac, which is really interesting because in the second game, both teams went for a not normal draft. Like, it was, one was a greedy physical one, the other one was a super greedy roaming magical one, and it sort of worked out. Queen of Pain and Leshrac was banned in the last game. Now they go for different bans, and therefore those two cores come out. The Bounty Hunter is, of course, something where, I don't know, I think, is this like a, I am jealous of the gold Power Rangers got last game, so let's just draft a Power Ranger reaction, because, I mean, I want to really make some stats on this last game. What do you think? How much gold did they get out of track? It's probably insane amount.
Yeah, a couple, probably 5 digits worth. Like,
yeah,
easily
yeah.
5 digits worth.
At least 10k, minimum.
Oh, yeah,
minimum.
yeah, definitely. But, like, I think part of it is, like, wow, Bounty Hunter kind of kicked our ass last game. Let's take it. Maybe part of it is, like, okay, well, we could do better with the Bounty Hunter, so we'll show you how to play it. But Bounty Hunter, gotta remember that in the last game, the early stages, did not have a good time. He was pretty much useless, got picked off once or twice. So that's really the hardest part to get through as the Bounty Hunter. If you can get through that, you're golden. And you're showered in gold because of track, but it's really hard getting to that point. Power Rangers, they're going to grab a Clockwork, who was banned out in the last game, and it's going to be his first appearance in the series.
Yep, it was actually also banned out in the first game, if I remember correctly. This time we have him in. Not so sure about the targets he can actually go for. I mean, for the laning, it's kind of nice because of the mana burn. Then later on, we have to see what else comes. Now, Burden United see that there is a Clockwork early on the second pick, which means they will not pick targets that are like, easy kills by a clockwork, and it will also, of course, get them into picking some items like Force Staffs. Force Staff is probably the best you can do against clockworks.
Yeah, just push yourself or your ally out of the cogs. Glimmer Cape also extraordinary. Just Glimmer whoever's stuck in there, and they're probably not going to die. At least not to the battery assault. Does pretty much no damage afterwards. So Power Rangers with the ability to reinforce, and Power Rangers have been, for the most part, reinforcing with their entire team. That's like in stark contrast to what BU have been doing, just throwing single targets away or throwing single heroes away, whatnot. But now Power Rangers have a lot of mobility. May even go for a little bit more with the Spirit Breaker down the line, which is what we saw from them in game number 1. But it is very nice to have heroes like this when you're going up against a bounty hunter who's gonna try to isolate a single target, suddenly hookshot, blink, and Bounty Hunter's in against 3 heroes and is way over his head.
Absolutely. So we're done with the second bans. We have the Rubik, we have the SD out, so they focus on the supports, while on the other side, Burden United is saying, okay, they got the Queen of Pain, they got their offlaner, let's not focus on the supports. We already got the 2 out we wanted, that is the Tusk and the Winter Wyvern. Now we just take away whatever we think is not good against us, and that is pretty much everything that is like a heavy agility mana burn hero. That is the Anti-Mage, that is bad for the Lash Strike as well as for anything else, and of course that's a Diffuser Plate, Phantom Lancer. Besides that, there is really not much that is like a Diffusal Plate agility carry, maybe a Spectre, but that's unlikely to come out.
Ricky.
So I think that's the main reason for banning them.
Gotta pick a Ricky up against Bounty Hunter, dude. Diffusal Blade, legit. Or I mean, Naga, maybe. Like, who knows? Like, there are options for Power Rangers. They really want to go down that route. Although, up against a Bounty Hunter, Naga's life is going to be very difficult in the early stages. Power Rangers probably not going to go down that particular route. But right now, both sides, I guess, well, Power Rangers a little bit more need their supports. And supports that will probably come a little bit later. Disruptor going to be the pick first for BU. Good response to the Clockwork, good response to the Queen of Pain. I think not really showing any cards either. That's really the strength of Disruptor. He'll fit into pretty much every draft.
Yep, Disruptor can't really do much wrong with this. Actually, if you time it even right, the Clockwork, for example, might miss his complete or amazing initiation because he suddenly finds him back at the point where he started his hookshot. So that's a good thing. And not to mention that sometimes the Clockwork does the initiation and then the entire team follows up. We have to see what's coming out, of course, for Power Rangers. And then suddenly your cogs actually are bad because you end up just setting a nice target for the Disruptor Kinetic Field into Static Storm or just Static Storm, whatever it is. And then, of course, it's a lot of damage. You can't really cast anything else. Sometimes don't even get the cogs off. And that's, of course, a bad situation. So let's see how this one works. Not to mention that, of course, Disrupt is always nice when you chase targets. I mean, you saw last game how many chase fights we had across the entire map. I mean, like the Come With Me, the last fight, for example, or Come With Me when he was in the top line. He made it almost to the tier 2 tower mid, pretty much, before he got killed, where the Tinker, I don't know, had to rearm 4 or 5 times and got him down with rocket, stuff like that. Imagine their Disruptor and just, glimpsing targets back. We get a Dazzle out. Okay, that's interesting, actually.
Well, Dazzle's been picked in the previous 2 games. I guess if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's, I guess, pretty easy to save allies from Leshrac, but Dazzle so far doesn't really have any sick combos, and Shadow Demon's already out, and there's no Broodmother or anything like that, like we saw in Game 1, so not too convinced on the Dazzle just yet, but it's definitely not too late to make this hero a little bit stronger. I would say on the generalization part, like Disruptor probably a little bit stronger than Dazzle, especially when you combine him with Leshrac. Like you could lightning spam out the Queen of Pain in mid, glimpse her right back into a Split Earth, and it's really hard to mess that combo up. BU, they're gonna grab a Darkseer again. Like Mind Control played the Darkseer. The laning stage was extraordinary for him, but it just seemed like after that he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we had sometimes some nice walls and everything, but overall it just didn't feel right. And now Power Rangers, they go again for the Ditchara Platseeker. That's very interesting, to be honest. I mean, we saw the Dazzle Platseeker combination last time and it was interesting. Let's say it like this. It won them at least one of the Roshan fights. I think I commented it also as like a very lucky timing of the Shallow Crave, where he had like that
5
man fight
seconds
versus
remaining.
Arise, and it was really just the Shallow Crave, the last second of the Shallow Crave, winning this, Bloodseeker healing up, and then turning around the entire fight. So let's see if the timing of this one is right again. Burden United, they need more damage right now. That's a fact. I mean, they have everything they need. They have Aroma, they have nice support, they have the nice offliner, the Lashrak core versus the Queen of Pain. So for them, it's agility core, I think or a strength core coming out. So Power Rangers will ban this. Naga Siren it is, yeah. I guess that's something you don't want to have. Especially since Burden United already showed once today that they can also red Dodo.
Storm.
It's
That's
Storm.
Dire team pick.
Interesting.
That's a pretty good pick, actually. You could initiate onto a Queen of Pain without her having many options to get out of there. Rupture does nothing to Storm Spirit since you're invulnerable when you're in Ball Lightning form, I guess. BU, I was about to say, like, Power Rangers picking up the Bloodseeker again is a little bit weird just because Mind Control's Darkseer absolutely rocked that dual lane the last time. Like, he crushed the Bloodseeker Dazzle lane, just couldn't really keep that up through the mid-game. BU, they are looking to snowball very similar to how Power Rangers did in the last game, maybe not as deep into that, but Storm Spirit, Lashrak, if you get them an additional bit of farm from a couple of track kills from the Bounty Hunter, they are absolute powerhouses.
Yeah, and we get a Lion on top of that. So if we count it, I mean, it's not as much burst damage as last game. I mean, last game was just insane with a Tinker, 2 Dagons, and a Tusk. But still, we have a Shuriken, we have a Lashrak, a Storm Spirit on one side. On the other side, we have the Finger plus the Queen of Pain. So that's at least one target easily blown up if the Lion actually makes his move. Then again, you already said it. Like, the Storm Spirit is pretty much the key to their initiation, besides maybe a Darkseer wall or the Bounty Hunter just giving the vision. But still, like, the only problem I have at the moment is that the Storm Spirit pretty much has to decide between 3 targets. Like, either he finds the Clockwork, preventing him from hookshotting, getting him down, the Queen of Pain before she gets anything done, or even the Lion, because the Lion is gonna sit in the background and it's just waiting for the Storm Spirit to get a Hex and a stun. So this is kind of a triple decision for the Storm Spirit. I think he is the key player for Burden United.
Yeah, and it, like, is sometimes bad that you have, like, all these targets that you have to go for. Sometimes it's good that you have so many options to go for. I think it's definitely going to be the Lion at the top of that list. If you bring him down and if you somehow get him down without having him cast Hex, then the amount of disables afterwards from Power Rangers are few and far between. Hex is going to be an all-star. Hex and Impale, obviously, versus the Storm Spirit are essential for Power Rangers. In that sense, Lion is the last pick. It's a pretty safe one for Power Rangers to make. They just have to make sure to keep this Lion safe, which is not always going to be easy. Arise got a Yule Scepter in the last game, and if he does get one eventually this game, then he can very easily set up for solo kills from the Lion. Similarly, Bignum will be always on that Lion simply because he is such a weak hero, and Darkseer can easily get those kills by himself as well. Not to mention the glimpse back from the Disruptor. All these things are just things that Lion doesn't want to go into. So killing off this Lion, very easy and very necessary for BU. So as much of an important hero as Storm Spirit is for Burden United right now, Goretz on the Lion is pretty much just as important for Power Rangers, just in a different vein.
Yep. Anyway, while they have paused, we can use that time, obviously, to give really fast the names. So we have Come With Me this time on the Storm Spirit, Minat's playing the Disruptor, Bignum playing the Bounty Hunter. Mind Control is gonna be in the offlane with the Darkseer and Arise again on the mid on the Lashrak. His first Lashrak game was not the most successful one. He missed some of the skill shot, then kind of recuperated on this one, especially around the red Dodo. Let's see how he does the Lashrak this time.
Yeah, well, he's going to be most likely going up against the Queen of Pain, played by Sunlight. Should be the mid lane matchup there. It's going to be Ditchera playing the Bloodseeker once again, supported by J4's Dazzle and Goretz's Lion. Then we have Treasure Cat on the Clockwork. I don't think these lanes are going to be anything different from what we really expect. Defensive tri-lanes from either side, although I suppose Power Rangers can go aggressive. It seems unlikely. And then it's Clockwork and Darkseer on the off lanes, we've already seen Darkseer in the off lane. This time, I mean, I guess last game he was up against just the Dazzle and just the Bloodseeker, and that's why it's such an easy time. Goretz's presence in that lane, I don't know if it's really going to do that much. Like, it might just be another experience drain so that Power Rangers can't get full experience into the Bloodseeker and Dazzle. Lion can't do that much to the Darkseer until Lion gets level 3 or 4.
Yep. Well, let's see what we got on the other side. I'll just do the names again. So we have Gorg playing...
Why are you doing this? I just did this.
No.
You're wasting
time. No, you did not say all the names.
I did.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't you miss, like... Never mind.
No,
I think
dude,
you missed
I did it.
Ditchera. Didn't you say? Did you?
Yeah, I said it.
Shut
Chat,
up.
call Heflamoke a drug addict or a drunk or something.
You had the
'Cause you
R
guys heard
word
me
there.
say
I
it.
know you wanted to say retard. He's mean to me, Chad. Please.
No, I did not say that. That's rude.
It would be rude. But anyway, while they are pausing, while Arise is AFK, I just make some small promotion again. After this, guys, don't run away. My show is going online with Toby Van. So that's some more
hosts.
Hitbox content.
Hitbox.
And it should also be the last thing today because there's just 2 games or 2 series being played today. One is eSportal, one is our tournament here, the game show. And after that, there's no more Dota except for like the streamers, so it would be cool if some people show along. And also, of course, I mean, you should never do that, but if you want to ask any questions, you come either on the stream, you either tweet me at Heflamoke, or you go on Reddit, there is a thread about it, where you can also just put your questions into it, and I will always work them down in the show pretty much, if they are decent. Do not ask the color of his underpants or something, but yeah. Anyway,
Or
it's unpaused.
conversely, you could tweet at Heflamoke and call him an artard for me.
No,
Yes.
do not do that. No,
I'm
do
not saying they should. I'm saying they can. Don't
They
restrict their
can.
freedoms. They can do whatever they want.
Well, I guess social media reach is social media reach, even if it's just
Yeah.
insulting me.
At Heflamoke, hashtag artard. Easy. Easy e-fame right there. Well,
Yeah.
either way, Bignum, he's going to be playing the Bounty Hunter, and he is going to be running into a set of sentries and a set of dust. So he has a good read on the detection status of Power Rangers. So Bounty Hunter, as much as he would want to poke and prod at these heroes, he really can't afford to. It's too dangerous for just a Bounty Hunter to be doing this. Although Bounty Hunter and Ion Shell is pretty obnoxious.
30 seconds.
Well, we have to see where this one is going. At the moment, there's one ward already set, which is by the clockwork that is supposed to be like a blocking ward. And the top one is going to be interesting because we have the Bounty Hunter here coming from the back. There are 2 others and the Iron Shell with the movement speed. This is 300 movement speed versus not much. So Gorky has to come out with the stun, but there is already the slow. Oh my god, this is definitely our first blood, and they can even go for more. The blood rate is not gonna do enough damage. Now they have the advantage with the Iron Shell, but now Sunlight is coming in. He did not skill anything, and well, there's the vision, and the right click's coming out on Mind Control. Sunlight is gonna get this one if he skills Blink, which he does right now. There is the right click, so making it is a 1-1, but as I said, top the rune is gonna be very interesting.
Alright, so they get first blood BU. They lose their Darkseer, which is actually not a big deal, but they do get both Bounty Runes. So while that was happening, it was just, well, for the most part, just a distraction. And Bounty Hunter getting a little bit of experience. You would love to get your Bounty Hunter that Bounty Rune, just for consistency's sake. Also, the fact that he gets quicker level 6. But we already see the effectiveness of double Ion Shell. Level 1 Ion Shell, not exactly the most impressive skill in the game, but with 2 of them, man, it does do quite a hefty bit of damage. So it's a pretty decent start for BU. And, oh, man, are they really going to commit to this? I mean, they know that Power Rangers have True Sight still, and in fact, Bignum's going to be walking right into a Sentry, and Goretz is going to very quickly show that off. It's a cute combo, but I don't think it's going to be really like a go-to combo for them. It's just something that they can do, not something that they should do.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line of this engagement, you're totally right. First of all, they got both the Bounty Runes, as well as the first part bonus,
Oh, they
as
find
well
J4
as
though.
swords. Oh god,
Has a
J4,
heal,
yep.
Spike backup as well, and Mind Control is only level 1. And this is kind of a downside. You do get weird Ion Shell interactions with this dual lane, but you don't get much experience on either of these heroes, and you need experience on both of these heroes to do well.
Yep. And on top, by the way, they also... Oh, there it is. It is what I was afraid of, is the Shadow Walk plus the Iron Shell. And now Goretz is like, oh, where's my HP going? Man, my HP is just running out. There's the Janata slow, but, well, it's not enough to kill him, but it's so much harass.
Yeah, it's really difficult to deal with if you don't have detection at the right place at the right time, but I'm not sure if it's going to be something they stick with in the long term. On the bottom lane, in the meantime, we have Minuts just playing the zoning role as Disruptor. He's only level 1 as well, so there's no glimpse that Cheshire Cat really has to worry about, and he can't really keep the Clockwork completely out of range as that Disruptor until he gets a couple more points of experience. But now at level 2, a lot easier for him. So bottom lane, Clockwork, not going to have the best time, but definitely not going to have the worst time either. In mid lane, Arise is once again outlaning Sunlight's Queen of Pain.
Yep, definitely. You know what's the funny part about, like, any invisibility interaction with... together with the Iron Shell. Oh, Jessica might be in trouble here. I mean, he still has the cogs, but he's kind of circled in. Well, there are the cogs. When the cogs are over, actually, he's in trouble here. Battery sold on, because that's the right thing to do. Come with me. Oh my god, he spent all his mana. He still has a mango, but of course he can't really sip out. They want to get the Jessica kill. They are actually successful with this. Goretz being glimpsed back. He finds himself exactly where he started, and at the same time, I think... No, never mind. Top, I thought there was engagement as well, but... Okay, that was interesting. Storm for an offlaner.
Dire's
Not really
courier
worth
has
it.
been killed.
Oh, but Bignum finds an opening. You gotta be careful about those couriers whenever there's a bounty hunter in the field, especially one as sneaky as Bignum. He's gonna steal that courier away, which was holding the bottle? Was it holding the bottle? Oh, yes, it was. Sunlight is already having a tough time up against Arise. Now it's going to get even worse as Arise does have his bottle working and Sunlight does not. But that was a very deep dive. Come With Me dropping, and that was a very late glimpse also from the Disruptor. He could have just instantly sent that line back. I guess he didn't realize that he was there at the moment. But either way, it is a one-for-one trade, and Disruptor is going to get a lot of experience off of that, which for the short term is pretty good. Although you would rather have the Storm Spirit get the kill. It's not really a terribly huge deal. The Courier pick is definitely something that's going to help Arise so much more in this lane, as we saw him outlane Sunlight in game 1. Now he's going to do it again. Now up towards top. J4 has no grave, actually. This might be pretty bad for him, as Mikelorus is going to close the distance. Double Ion Shell up. J4 just can't get away in time. Oh no, he actually can. With the boots on him, Bignum's going to get punched down by Bloodseeker, although it will be even trades for the Dazzle. The Bounty Hunter doesn't get experience from it, and now Darkseer's in a lot of trouble, because Gorth has another spike,
stun,
which is guaranteed to land. Shouldn't miss, and there we go. Double kill for Ditchy-Ra. Diving a tower, that's a little bit early for that.
Yeah, absolutely early, especially because he doesn't have boots. So after the search is ending, he's like a really slow mofo. Plus the thirst kicking in when, of course, you take all the shots from the tower. One thing, and like I thought I could not finish because of all the engagements, is that the interaction between invisibility plus the Iron Shell is really funny, because you see, as an observer, you see the interaction between the Iron Shell and your target, but you, as the one receiving the damage, you don't see it. Like, the only indication is that you lose HP. Your HP bar is just going down, and that's kind of weird. Like, it wouldn't be the first time that in pubs people really die and not noticing the hell's going on.
Yeah, and it used to be even more obnoxious. He used to partner Darkseer up with Weaver, who had Watchers. That was just the worst thing in the world. But now he still has Bignum roaming around, level 3 on this Darkseer, level 4, or level 3 on the Bounty Hunter, level 4 on the Darkseer rather. So the experience is coming up for these two heroes, but killing off Ditchy-Ra, not really an easy feat for them. They could go for the Dazzle, they can go for the Lion, but Lion has decided to abandon ship, at least the top lane ship, and help out Cheshire Cat, who's actually stalking Come With Me, who has completely no mana. This could be a kill as long as a single battery assault tick lands. Needs the Disruptor to come in, and he will. Minots will arrive. Cheshire Cat might get glimpsed back to a bad position, and he's going to get glimpsed right outside the kinetic field. Cogs do connect on the Disruptor. Come With Me. Oh, needs to get a little more distance. Minot's now going to get in the way. So maybe Disruptor's going to die. In fact, Disruptor probably will die from this one. But hey, you save your Storm Spirit. That's the play that you don't want to make, but it's the play that you kind of have to make. And in the meantime, Courier has not learned his lesson, because here comes Bignum. Hey, free gold. No, not free gold. Flight. Okay, no, it's still free gold.
Jesus, the second courier, Bignum on that support bounty here. It's pretty hilarious to see this. By the way, how comes Bignum is playing the bounty and we have Minots on the Disruptor? I actually thought we might see them the other way around.
Bignum plays Bounty Hunter a lot. Just he's been standing in for like so many teams lately, and he pretty frequently plays this hero, so I guess
it's really just preference, like the way they play it at the moment. Either way, it's 3 and 5, 6 minutes into this game, and well, it's so far it's pretty interesting, especially like the little funny plays. Oh, but bottom, we have a go on Gourds. The Reckless are coming through in the first ball lightning, but there's a Shallow Crave, and he didn't even have the vision, so Come With Me. I think the best thing to do is right now get the hell out of here, because yes, exactly, this will happen. Jessica coming in, Battery Assault will take him down, and there's the hookshot. I was just waiting for it. He has enough mana to get a small ball lightning out, but where does he go? That's the bigger problem right now. Well, there's still some cogs to wait exactly now, but I think he's not close enough. No! He's actually in. Now Gourds help him with the right clicks, but it's not enough. In the meantime, we actually have the Darkseer finding kill on Ditchy-Ra. I have no idea how that one happened.
Probably just double Ion Shell going to town on a melee hero. That's pretty much all it can be.
But mid.
Ooh, okay, that happened.
So
Radiant's
close.
Courier going down. Arise punishing the Queen of Pain for it, though. But hey, lose your Courier twice. You should at least get the enemy Courier once, but it's at a heavy cost. Arise not only outlaning this Queen of Pain, albeit slightly at this point, but also has now a kill advantage over her. I'm surprised that Come With Me actually managed to live through that scenario, but we have up towards top Ditchy-Ra chasing after Mind Control. This is Bloodseeker committing quite a bit, although he is really fast. Looks like they're going to call it quits. Bounty Hunter is closing in on his level 6, and we do have Minots also rotating around for J4. We have a TP coming in, although I'm pretty sure the Queen of Pain is going to take a quick trip back to the fountain, and now they have J4 caught in a cage, and he's bolted down before he can get anything yet back. Actually, Sunlight is here again. How did he get here so quickly? That glimpse didn't really do enough, and now the hook shot in onto Arise. Edict is working away, but Arise just turn around and dump his mana pool as best he can. Only, well, it gets a couple right clicks off, so Strat going down, but now here comes Come With Me. Wants to go for Sunlight, but with no pull, I don't know if they can actually get this. You need that pull if you're going to go up against the Queen of Pain. Now Come With Me. Well, he's on the retreat. He should be fine unless... Well, no, okay. No, he's going to pull lightning very far away. Here comes Digirah. He is once again extremely, extremely quick. And he's going to not go for anyone just yet. Sunlight's going to find, actually, Minuts with the dagger, and they'll take him down. But now Gorth and Sunlight are getting pincered in between Bignum and Mind Control. With one Ion Shell already up. They don't have track yet, although if they get a kill, they probably will get it. They're going to jump for Goretz. Instantly Come With Me is hexed up, sitting in the silent circle. Will get out of there just in time. Bignum dropping very low, but Ball lightning forward onto Sunlight again with a two-man vacuum back. They'll kill off the Lion, and will fail to kill off Sunlight, actually, as Cheshire Cat does pick up the Bounty Hunter kill. Mind Control now on the run from the north will get picked off by Sunlight, and that should just about be that. Come With Me is out of mana, although wants to fight with Cheshire Cat. I don't know if that's a smart move, especially when he loses all of his mana, has no more bottle charges, has no more soul ring, gets bumped back twice, although here comes Arise, killing off the Clockwork with the lightning. Is that it, guys? Are you done fighting? I have no idea who actually won through that.
I lost track of like how many people went down. That was like a 1 minute long fight. Everybody just TPing back to the tier 1 towers, and I wanted to say, hey, it's such a good movement by Burden United coming back, you know, with the Darkseer and the Bounty Hunter and then everything. But there's no really clear advantage because everybody's like just losing, rotating, spending a lot of gold on TPs and whatnot. I think the difference really would have been here the track gold. If Bounty Hunter was level 6 and track gold came in here, I would have said like Burden United, wow, that was a good fight by you guys, trading equal amount of heroes, but with track on top of it. But this way, I don't know, so much commitment of both teams, nobody really the winner.
Yeah, so I would say probably just a wash. There's no like other things going on, like no towers being pushed in the meantime. Just a whole bunch of reinforcements in the mid lane, and that's about it. We do have Cheshire Cat looking for a Rise right now, and if he catches him in the cogs, that's just going to be a kill for the Clockwork. And I think that's just going to happen right now. Arise can't get anything off right now. Pop Pulse Nova, because that's the only thing he can cast. Leshrac down, and they also see Disruptor, who's very close to Sunlight. Puts up a wall. Sunlight doesn't know that Disruptor's there. Well, now she knows. Scream's going to land. Sonic Wave available, which will not get the kill. And, well, with the dagger, I think. No, that was just a random weird right-click. They'll kill up the Disruptor, and then they'll be on their merry way. Deep dive, but a dive unpunished.
Yeah, I mean, it was not really a dive because they really didn't have to deal with the tower, but they really worked their way around. Plus, they have a ward behind the tier 1 tower in the mid, which makes it kind of convenient. You see the people also going that way. So that's kind of okay. And at the same time, usually Burden United also engages on other positions like the Bounty Hunter plus the Darkseer top. But no, Digirah, he is not really in danger. But there's a track now. Do they actually dive him? Well, Bignum is really deep. And there's the rotation here. Digirah taking so much damage. And the problem is, of course, Bounty Hunter has to go down for this. But it's a track kill. Now the question is, Mind Control actually going to die here? I don't think so because of the Disruptor.
Oh. There's a Finger of Death, actually. Mind Control is going to get spiked up, and now he's just dead to something. Finger of Death is there. Even with the Glimpse, Disruptor didn't offer the Static Storm. It is Power Rangers once again to be reinforcing with their entire team. So it's BU to get a little bit more free space around the map there. Come With Me might grab a tier 1 tower. Rise might grab a tier 1 tower. They might get 2 tier 1 towers, but getting that kill in exchange for 2 heroes, that's borderline. But they do have track, and that was the first track kill, I believe, of Bignum's game. So dying for Bounty Hunter is worth it.
Mike, what do you say about the Glimpse? Because I actually thought he's gonna glimpse the Lion back, so there's no hacks, no finger, etc. And the Queen of Pain only had a Scream plus level 1 Shadow Strike, which is not too much damage on a Darkseer, given the fact that he's a decent-ish on HP. Oh, but top Lion, nah, he's gonna pay for this. Or no, Bignum not actually finding him here, back into Shadow Walk, but the problem is now they actually have vision on it because of the Darkseer, but at the same time, the Clockwork is finding Arise again in the jungle. There's the Storm Spirit in the area, but no, that's not gonna end in anything, I think.
Oh, he gets silenced right before he can get out of there. He so desperately wanted that rune, and it wasn't worth it, man. It wasn't worth it.
Okay, that's the first time I actually see a Storm Spirit with... Did he have like 60% mana? It felt
like
enough
to get out of there.
Yeah, like actually getting silence of the Bloodrite, knowing that there is a Clockwork because his teammate just died, knowing there is a Bloodseeker. I don't know. I think that maybe he would have still died after the ball lightning, but like taking the silence, that was interesting.
Well, it's Power Rangers to be off to a pretty good lead. We have Cheshire Cat pretty much wrecking the entirety of BU, especially Arise, and that's pretty much Clockwork's job in these types of games. Just get on top of a target, kill him off, and hey, if you can get another one, so be it. If not, no big deal. They're keeping the Storm Spirit down, they're keeping the Leshrac down, and BU, Bignum is pretty much camping out this top lane. He might get a couple more kills on someone like J4, the Dazzle, but right now you would really want Bignum to be rotating around and looking for kills that involve the Leshrac or the Storm Spirit, because they're the ones that need the gold, not the Darkseer.
Oh,
Is back going to get jumped right now, needs the ball ending out, will get pretty damn far away, but a blink forward from Sunlight. Dagger going to get fogged out, I think, so Come With Me is going to survive for a little while longer, although Goretz still thinking about it. Tower denied in the mid lane in the meantime. That's 2 tower denies, I believe, for the Power Ranger side, and we also have Minuts on the run from Sunlight and Goretz. Oh, top lane might actually be Dove as well. I don't know who's going to die, but I'm pretty sure someone is going to. Sunlight and Goretz. Oh, there's a hookshot onto Minuts. He gets a pretty nice kinetic field static storm onto 3. Arise is going to arrive as well with the lightning damage. Double lightning. They'll drop everyone solo, but they can't quite get the kills. Ion Shell is burning away from Bignum in the back end. Will kill off Goretz and gets a bounce kill as well. Mind Control, though, rupture up as soon as he arrives. Gets the wall off into Chira, but Sunlight is still alive right now, and Bignum, I don't think has enough damage to kill off Chira. They need another shuriken right now, and they will have it. Bignum now on the run is going to, actually pick a fight with Sunlight. He does have Come With Me coming right in. Ball lightning deep. Going for this Queen of Pain. No mana on her. Not even if she tread switches. Come With Me should get this kill. No, Sunlight does barely get enough mana. How the hell? The magic wand charges, I think, with the tread switching, just barely gave him 60.
Yes.
So Queen of Pain will live.
That was stick into blink, very last second, 1 right click away from death, into invisibility rune. I mean, that Sunlight, perfect timing. RNGesus is with you today, that's for sure. Other than that, like it looked like a horrible fight for Power Rangers, but I think the Sonic Wave by the Queen of Pain completely reconsolidated the entire thing, because he hit 3 heroes with it, killed Arise before Arise did any damage whatsoever. And by the way, look at Arise's HP pool right now. He has only the Arc Boots, Soul Ring, and the only stats giving items is the Magic Wand and the Null Talisman. He did not go and start that Bloodstone already, and talking about it, he might actually die. Oh, blinking ahead, there's the slow, the Scream bringing already on like half HP. The slow is not enough, Gork is just too slow. There should be a stun right now, but Finger of Death, just like that.
Come With Me is going to arrive, trying to go for the Lion. However, he still has Hex, he still has Spike, because he just didn't need it. And Cheshire Cat there as well with the hook shot. Where are the rest of BU's heroes? They're coming in from behind very slowly. They're going to get Goretz. Track. Oh, no track. Just zap him with the... Oh, no, that was... Okay, track zap. So that's a kill on the line. A track kill as well. Bignum is getting a lot of gold off of these tracks, but I just don't think the right heroes are benefiting from these track kills. Like, as you said, Leshrac didn't do that much in the last fight, so he wasn't really able to cash in on that track as hard as everyone else. Bignum's surviving for the most part, but I mean, a Bounty Hunter with a little bit of farm can only do so much as compared to a Leshrac with a lot of farm, and Leshrac's not getting a lot of farm. Mind Control's going to TP right in, but Sunlight's right on top of him immediately with the Rupture. Mind Control's going to drop before anything else. Gets a Vacuum Wall, but that's not going to do anything. Bignum, meantime, trying to go for Sunlight, will fall short there. Now gets dusted up. Do they have a Sonic Wave? Yes, they do, but Sunlight doesn't have enough mana, actually. Bignum trying to hide in the corner, should get silenced from it, but he has a nice Creep Wave buffer. Now here comes Arise. Split Earth, that was nowhere near anything. Looks like that should just about be it. Everyone's going to TP out.
Like, in the last 2 games, Burden United always looked like really one entity, like united, they stand, and they had good team fights. This feels more and more like really sacrificing one after another, and not the best communication coming out, on top of not maybe the best laning stage on all of the 3 games. We are 60 minutes in, and Power Rangers, they just look much better coordinated. That's just a fact. Like, the fights, the last 2 fights really showed that. Now, I mean, Mind Control, for example, coming in, searching out, but knowing there is a Rupture, so you just increase the damage on you. The wall he did was just on one person. The rotation by Arise not coming. Arise also not finding enough farm. And also very interesting to see now. Oh, never mind, that was a hookshot.
Yeah.
But Arise going for Ogre Club. So what is this?
Well, it's probably going to be a BKB. They do get the Static Storm into Sunlight. Where's the Bounty Hunter? Now's the time we want to swoop in and grab the track kill, but it is going to be Disruptor to fall, even with a missed hook shot. Yeah, he kind of has to go for this kind of budget-y build in Leshrac. You want to get Bloodstone, obviously, but as far as I know, this Ogre Club is not built into Bloodstone, so it's going to be a tower destroyed. Power Rangers, he said, working a lot more as a team, which is something we've seen a lot in this series. just BU kind of scatterbrained going in one at a time because, well, they're not actually a team, and Power Rangers actually working together because they've been together for quite a long time now. So it's not surprising to me that this is happening, but BU, they have like a lot of power still within this Bounty Hunter. Still, Disruptor Static Storm is an absolute terror. They have to make sure that this doesn't happen. Come With Me, soloed by Goretz. No, gets the pull off. Regen Rune as well, and he does get pretty far away. The Regen Rune is still active, so he takes the Finger of Death level 1. That's a really long cooldown, and he gets away alive. He could even reinitiate because he still has a lot more Regen Rune, but he's spotted, and he doesn't exactly know what he's diving into.
Yeah, Come With Me, he has to be careful. Like, so far, his impact was very, very limited this game. He also fired himself away quite a long time. But yeah, Tichara is gonna get around. There should be a split earth stun that lands because of the vortex and an easy kill. That's the power of a Regen Rune on a freaking Storm Spirit. It's just craziness.
Up towards top, Mind Control and Bignum getting into a fight. Sunlight has a BKB, so Ion Shell is not going to be his concern at all. Treasure Cat charging forward, doesn't have to worry about another Dagon Blast. I think Bignum still has enough damage to actually kill off this Clockwork, however. If he does, then Sunlight is going to get the retaliation kill almost for sure. So Bignum's going to fall back and play it a little bit safe. I think that was... yeah, no one actually dying on the top lane, just a fight that happened. And Treasure Cat's going to TP out, but they do have some opportunities still here up on this top lane if Bignum waits for his Dagon. Bottom lane's being pushed in the meantime, and no one for Power Rangers is really there to do anything about it, but it's not going to do that much with the fortification up.
Also, the Lion dying, by the way, while we were looking at the top lane. He tried to TP out, actually he tried to TP top, but, well, there was the Disruptor, there was the Glimpse level 4 by now, and yeah, that was an easy, just a little snack. It just felt like a bigger creep. In the end, well, J4 just got... I don't know, like the little benchmark on his HP, how much damage Bignum can do. This was with 2 Shadow Waves, he still ended up on like 20% HP. So, give it one more Dagon upgrade and I think he can shut them down, but Jessica just hook-shotting on the creeps.
Got the Mud Golems though, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, they have a pretty deep Observer Ward. This isn't really Observer Ward that you would expect from BU, like you get rid of the ones that are over here, and maybe you even get rid of the ones over here, but not off to the side like that. So this is going to provide potentially a lot more aggressive opportunities for Power Rangers, but 16-24 right now. Yes, Power Rangers are leading, but it's not really by that much. 1,000 gold, 2,000 experience with Track on the side of BU. Power Rangers are going to try to solidify their advantage into a Roshan, but while that's happening, Bignum's clearing out the top tier 1. They also have Storm Spirit kind of in the area, and Power Rangers are not that quick at killing off Roshan. They have Weave for plus armor, but they don't have any minus armor, so BU can actually crash this party and crash it really hard. The problem is they're going into Cogs, they're going to Hookshot, they're going to a Sonic Wave, and soon a Finger of Death. And it seems like BU are just way too far away anyway.
Yeah, no, like if they suspected, they decided not to go for it, or maybe they just did not see it. Either way, it's going down. The Plot Seeker is going to get it, which I think at this point is the right thing to do. He should survive the first time with the BKB, and after the BKB, if he's actually getting taken down, then having him a second time in a fight where potentially everybody is already low, so he's going to be insane on those thirst stacks. Either way, the biggest problem for Burden United at the moment is really that, for example, Come With Me doesn't have the impact a Storm Spirit usually has, except for that like Regen Rune action. Oh, never mind, top, I can't interrupt my thought because there's Jessica finding that Bounty Hunter, and that should be an easy kill. Yes, it is. They finally found him. Track is all he does, but at the same time in the mid, easy kill on the Gerard. There goes the Aegis, so no more Aegis fighting in a Rise. I think they want to go for a second fight here. Yes, they find him. Not even the silence being used. Oh my god, Shallow Grave, everything is through a Rise. Has to TP out. Is there anything they can do? No.
Oh, Come With Me still on the run right now. Has a ton of mana, so he should get out of there just fine. Dichira got healed up a lot by killing off creeps, I think, from Bloodright. So, yeah, a lot of extra regen there, and that put him up to like 500, of course, with Dazzle coming in as well. He does use his 10-second BKB charge. He does use the Aegis. So I guess for BU, it's not like a pure win, but it's still pretty darn good. And that's just a small taste of what they can do. Bounty Hunter, though, man, he needs to be involved in those types of pickoffs. If he's there to kill off, you know, a real target as opposed to just wandering around looking for supports, then that's what Bignum has to do. But again, BU have been kind of all over the place with their play as far as who's in the fights and where these fights are actually happening. They need to group together a little bit more and try to take overwhelming numbers, which is what Power Rangers have been doing throughout this entire series. Bignum is once again on the hunt, and now he has a better idea of where the sentries are, but like, can he actually kill off someone here? He may be able to burst down Goretz before Hex comes out, but that really depends on how fast Goretz's reactions are.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's just too risky to take that at the moment. So We have to see at the moment, like, when this game goes without any action, who is actually winning over time? That's what I try to think all the time. Like, a really fat Queen of Pain, maybe even transitioning to right clicks at some point, plus the Bloodseeker, or the two cores on the other side with a Lashrak and a Storm Spirit. So, to be honest, I can't really tell, because the initiation of each and every fight at the moment was really different. Like, the only constant we had was Chessacat, and by the way, Chessacat might actually find the... We have a 4-man smoke while they look to get Sunlight here. Sunlight is the bait, but if he gets the BKB off, that is just horrible news. And they open on him, there's the BKB, and this is probably a horrible fight. There's an Ice Cream, it goes on so many targets already, while, well, there's Gords being initiated here. Come with me. Shallow Crave protected at the moment, but Arise is already going down. Ditcharak going ham now on mind control. He cannot run away, so this is pretty much a given kill, and they also lock down the Bounty Hunter, so this is a 3-for-1 at the moment. The Storm Spirit being super low, he's 100% a kill while we have the pause, and Ditchara is actually the one who's clearing everything, but also the one who disconnects, and he's going for the right target, he's going for the Disruptor, and, well, the Disruptor has another Glimpse, so the question is, can he actually get this kill? In theory, he could TP out right now. Glimpse, TP out.
Also, in theory, though, I don't know if BU are really paying attention to this, but Chessacat didn't even use his hook shot in that. They just kind of walked into each other, and Storm Spirit did the right thing, trying to go for the Lion kill. As I said, that's the target you want to bring down every single time. Fell short because of that shallow grave, and of course, Sunlight surviving because of the BKB. BU make a good attempt on that Queen of Pain, and if they were to kill off the Queen of Pain, if they were to initiate upon her without getting the BKB off, they would definitely be winning this fight right now. Instead, they have 3 heroes down, and well, I guess 4 heroes down essentially with the Storm Spirit, potentially a 5th with the Disruptor, and Power Rangers lose the Lion. They don't care about this. Like, Lion already has a Blink Dagger, he already has everything that he could possibly need, and the BU, I don't even know if they got a track kill on this Lion. I don't think they did, actually, so it's going to be a really costly fight for BU, simply because Sunlight has BKB up, and, well, we'll see if this Disruptor can get out. No? Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Bloodseeker's here. I think that Cheshire Cat just turns around and hookshots Disruptor, then he's just dead.
Arise going for...
Come with me is dead in 1 hit, so he's just gonna die.
Yeah.
And Glimpse onto Ditchara, hookshot, clear the way, there it is. I think the heal bomb also connected because of weird graphical stuff, but that's a 5-for-1 in favor of Power Rangers. That's a huge win.
We had enough time to analyze the fight, right? Because it was like the slowest motion fight of all times. Anyway, it's a disaster for Burden United. Like, that's pretty much the best analysis you can give about this fight. The initiation was only nice on Gorak, so Gorak did not really get much off, except for the finger and the stun. But that's it. Like, that's everything they had. Besides that, they just really got train wrecked, especially because of the BKB of the Chara and also the Darkseer not being able to move around with a Rupture. The question is now, can Power Rangers actually capitalize on this, or do they just take the 1-for-5 trade and not do anything back to farming?
It seems like they're just happy to farm it up. They have a Hand of Midas working on the Bloodseeker. They've had it for a long time, and now he's going to grab BKB into Yasha. This guy is going to be quite a devastating late game hero since BU, they don't really have any ways of controlling him once he has the Blacking Bar. He'll run through the kinetic field and everything like that. Maybe he has to respect the wall a little bit because then his illusions are going to be doing some damage, but that's about it as well. Power Rangers, they have slightly better late game. I would say, like, they're just on paper given these heroes and everything, but the fact that BU are itemizing for right now, like with the Dagon on the Bounty Hunter, with Lashrak going for BKB, it makes the late game Power Rangers that much more impressive. Ditchara's going to get jumped, though, obliterated by the ball lightning from Storm Spirit. Bignum is packing a cannon right now. Level 3 Dagon is going to be coming up soon, so that's a big kill for BU, but yeah, they're going to need a little bit more than just that.
Absolutely, and I wonder how some people in the chat actually spoiled us. Is there some stream without delay or something? I don't know.
Hacksaws.
Hacksaws, yeah. Like, some people are like, man, I'm still talking in the pause, and they're already announcing that it was a team wipe. That is so bad for the other viewers, but no problem. There's a ban button. I just found him. Either way, let's look back into this game. I mean, there is a big decline in the crafts on Power Rangers, but what I don't understand is, like, the last fight and everything. Like, I thought it was really more. But I guess that's how it is. It only translates in a 4K advantage at the moment for Power Rangers, even though they double up almost the kills. And I thought they also had a better position, also giving they have a Roshan and whatnot. It's quite interesting that Burden United still has a decent-ish farm everything considered.
Yeah, they just have to make sure to pick their targets very carefully and try to get someone off the board from Power Rangers before the fight really gets going. Bignum is more than capable of doing this right now. In fact, he's looking for it onto Goretz. I don't know if he has enough time to actually get the track, because if he tries to track and it fails, then Lion may just turn things around. But if you take down the Lion, then the fight gets so much easier. And they're in fact going to try to go for a gank on this bottom lane. They see Dichira. He has an 8-second BKB charge. That's a very difficult kill to take. They have to jump him with the Storm Spirit and pull him in, silence him, and get the damage done quickly. That's not going to happen though with Sunlight arriving, so they're going to fall back for right now. But yeah, if BU do that, then they can very easily take these fights despite how far they are behind. But if they lose Bignum, or Courier, because Bignum's being careless, then it can very easily go the other direction. Bignum is so dead right now.
Yeah, to be honest, talking about Bignum and detection, I'm anyway surprised that there's no gem on Power Rangers at the moment. Like, to be honest, I would feel quite comfy with a gem, for example, being carried by Sunlight, as well as the Chara, because both of them have BKB targets, both of them are receivers for Shallow Craves, and they can relatively easily escape, with one with movement speed, the other one with blink, obviously. So getting that gem, I think, would be nice, because if they knew how often Bignum is right around the corner, then yeah, they probably would do differently. Anyway, we have also Aghanim Scepter done on the Clockwork. Just noticed that because he's using the hookshot at the moment also for fast and mobility. But oh, come with me. That's a position you don't want to be in. There's just a cat being silenced by the Orchid, but the Glimmer Cape item is so balanced at the moment. There might be actually a hookshot, but there is no follow-up and there is no silence. What they need is the Blink Dagger of Goretz. But again, the second time they try to gank the Storm, but the timing of Goretz not 100%, and therefore never getting that hex off.
Well, again, it's not really a terribly huge deal. They take down a tier 1 tower while that's happening, and they don't really commit anything of their own, like hookshot with an Aghanim Scepter. Don't care about that. You can use it all day long to get to creeps if you want to, because that is just fun to do. They are going to potentially walk into Bignum, and here's a situation where they would really like to have a gem, because Goretz may survive if they had a gem in this area. Bignum, there's the track, Dagon, and the Shuriken in the air, through the Hex even. Bounty Hunter's going to claim himself another track kill. That's a level 5 Dagon. No, that's a level 4. Never mind, he's almost at level 5, but man, Power Rangers spent so much cash on sentries in this game that a gem would save them in the long run, or even in the short run, quite a bit of gold. And the downside is that, yeah, the Glimmer Cape gets a lot worse if you end up losing the gem, but it's definitely worth the risk. Right now, Roshan's going to be respawning in a minute, and both sides should be pretty much willing to go for it. Like, BU have a Darkseer and a Storm Spirit in the Roche Pit, and Power Rangers just have an advantage. They should both try to be taking this Roshan.
Yep. At the moment, I feel Power Rangers is not using their advantage as they should be. And yeah, you said it right. Like, Roshan is probably the next big event, unless someone is really suiciding before being caught out of position. Then it's, of course, easier for one team to actually break into Roshan. But, well, there's one hookshot attempt. And the good thing about Aghanim Scepter is you can be a horrible Clockwork. You have so many shots on this one every 12 seconds.
Yep, we're not saying Cheshire Cat is one, but
No,
we're saying that he can be one if he wanted to. Like, he's 11, 3, and 9. This dude is doing some serious work, and, well, he can continuously do work with this item. If he gets, you know, any sort of, damagey item, like utility Shiva, something like that, it's not, like, I guess, purely damage, but that'll help him so much. They actually see Sunlight right now. Gonna get the pull? No. Okay, that was awkward, just walking into each other, and now Power Rangers are reinforcing on the bottom lane. Meantime, Bignum is just walking around the enemy's tier 2. There is a sentry ward kind of nearby, but yeah, I don't really know like why Bignum is doing stuff like this. So far, it's not really been working out for him, except for those 2 courier snipes in like the first 10 minutes.
Yep, absolutely not. So Roshan is there. The situation has come. Like, go for the drums. There's some, I don't know, something is building up. The question is now, is it really that big boom we expect, or is it just Power Rangers actually claiming it, or just baiting them into coming here? I'm not so sure. At the moment, Burden United, they're well aware of the fact that Roshan is going on. Dichira is working on it with the plus armor. Roshan is not dishing out too much damage, to be honest. There is some healing by the Shadow Demon, but no, I just said Shadow Demon, by the Dazzle with the Shadow Wave. But
full vision right now for Power Rangers. Jump in onto Goretz. He's going to get Graved, however. They also catch Bignum and blow him up with the Sonic Wave. That's one down immediately. No more tracks in this fight either. They get the wall off onto 2, arises BKB, but Bloodseeker doesn't give a damn about your BKB. He's going to charge right through everything, go straight for the track, bring him down. Now going for the Disruptor, who gets hookshot point blank. That's a 4-man kill. spree for Power Rangers, and they see the 5th. They know where Come With Me is. They should know at least. Try to TP out. Hookshot, clear the way. Oh no, it's not quite going to be there in time. Didn't have it on cooldown, but it's a 4 for 1. Power Rangers once again lose the Lion, but man, the initiation power from Power Rangers just with that clockwork in and of itself, and of course blowing up the Bounty Hunter before anything else, and BU don't have anything to handle these BKBs.
The funny part, I actually thought that Burden United might have the good initiation because they found Guard, but then Rupture instantly on the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit not having enough mana to like really sup around like a crazy, I don't know, like the normally farmed Storm Spirit, let's say it like this. It just doesn't work out. And on the other side, the counter initiation by the Clockwork, you already said it was just grand. It was absolutely amazing. So 2035, we have the Aegis on Ditchara. Also Ditchara getting more and more tanky. I mean, this is now a Reaver on him, which means we are heading towards, say, the Heart. And after that, to be honest, like with the Heart, I just don't see them actually killing the Chara anymore. Like how? With what damage? Like the right click damage is missing. You have to survive the BKB time as well. You already said that the Clockwork is just too good as in also like stalling time in those fights. And look at Leshrak. This is a basic Bloodstone hero with a BKB. The same pretty much goes for the Storm Spirit. Only difference is that Kamimi found some farm. Now we have, of course, the Orchid on him, and we go into a Sheepstick. But that's it. And oh, there's the hookshot. He actually found another target.
Well, he gets glimpsed out of there. Arise still stuck in a cage, and his BKB is wearing down. Sunlight's going to jump right in, looking for a Sonic Wave. Can't quite find a good one. Unleashes on Leshrak and will get the kill, and heals up a lot because of it. Mind Control going to straight TP out. No one else is going to die right now, but it's a tower, it's a kill. And Power Rangers are once again out-initiating BU. I mean, I guess it's like not too surprising considering the fact that Cheshire Cat has been playing like a baller this entire time, but Storm Spirit, he teleports down to the bottom lane, and as soon as that happens, Power Rangers make the jump. And I think they might have seen this Ancient stack. Oh yeah, they definitely see it. They can clear that one out very easily. You know, of course, after this tier 2, because it's a free bag of cash, you might as well take this. This is getting really quickly out of hand from BU. Even though they do have track, even though they do have lots of ways to win a team fight, they're just not coming together and actually winning the team fight.
Yep. This is, it's just too bad. The problem is also that the BKBs are not helping them at the moment anymore. Besides, also the BKBs now 33 minutes into the game, losing charges more and more. So you get hookshot, that goes for BKB, the Rupture is piercing. So Arise was like, okay, yeah, I survived that, that's all cool, but the problem is the second he was like running away from the cogs and trying to get into safety, he, well, oh, come at me. Finding Sunlight here around the rune, but that's bad news for him because there's the hacks, there's the stun, and come at me, you're down.
Yeah, BKB used by Queen of Pain, but 5 seconds at this point, she doesn't care about that, so very easy kill on the Storm Spirit. Did he once again go for the rune? Well, no. The rune was grabbed by the Queen of Pain, but yeah, I guess he just didn't expect that many heroes to be there. Power Rangers are getting pick-off after pick-off. Now we have a Satanic complete on the Bloodseeker. It's a build that he went for in Game 1, and I think a Heart is, you know, you can make an argument for it in this particular game, but hey, Satanic is Satanic. You might as well just load up on that survivability because there's not enough damage to kill off this Bloodseeker, as you said. Leshrak is a very kind of slow damage dealer versus someone like a Bloodseeker, especially with BKB. Storm Spirit as well. They're not good against BKB targets, and Ditchira, even if he does drop low, can regenerate like his entire health pool within the duration of a couple seconds with a couple hits from Satanic. So Power Rangers have a vast advantage right now. Still with the Aegis, they're going to go straight into the enemy tier 2 tower. This time, split push from BU, kind of there with Mind Control, but it's a Dark Seer.
Yeah, but
he's going to kill the Creep Wave, and that's it.
Jessica actually going top already, but he does not TP on the tower. Now there's the vision, and he is on Mind Control, getting him into the cogs, but, well, he's being pushed out because he has a Force Staff. The problem is, can you actually run away? He has the Blink Dagger, and he has to use it 2 seconds, and now there's the Fishing Hook. Fishing Hook, do it. Oh, it does not work. Nope, he does not see him. So, nice escape there by Mind Control. And on the other side, we actually saw Come With Me. Huge ball lightning, but yeah, he doesn't find anyone. Glimmer Cape securing J4's life there.
Yeah, lots of mana being spent by Come With Me, but ultimately not really much going down in the course of this fight. I mean, Lion gets picked off, but it's a Lion. No one really cares. Again, Lion has been dying. He's pretty much been the only one dying, in fact, for the Power Ranger side. Everyone else has been surviving, so even if BU get a track kill from that, it's not really a terribly huge deal since, well, it's 1 track kill. Right now, they are, yeah, 7,500 behind, 10,000 experience. Granted, still not as far behind as you would really expect. It's just they don't have the right itemization, the right heroes to deal with Ditchy-Ra's Bloodseeker, and hell, even Sunlight, just as long as he gets the Sonic Wave off, this Queen of Pain is going to be a happy camper. BU, they need to shake things up. They need to actually get a pick off right now. I don't think there have been any smokes from BU in this game. Hell, there have been very few over the course of this series, so maybe something like that could just, get BU a couple more track kills.
Yeah, to be honest, Sunlight at the moment is like the last 2 games pretty impressive to me. A player I will definitely have my eyes on and follow him what he does in the scene, because I think the timing of him is very nice. Last game Tinker, we don't even need to talk about it, but this game with the Queen of Pain, the Sonic Wave, either to finish off a single target, was on time, or waiting till he gets really the maximum AoE out of it, where he has like 3 or even up to 4 heroes in line. It's pretty nice. Also top that fight, for example, what they want to initiate on him. The reaction time of him using that BKB, I don't know, either he knew something was coming, or he is really just that aware of the game and what's potentially to come. I definitely like how he plays. Either way, they're gonna try the tier 2 tower, it seems. The only problem is tier 2 in the mid is already going down. Top, we have the creeps already pushing on the tower, which means they can also get this. At the moment, this looks like a better trade for Burden United.
Though that may be true, it's for the very short term. Power Rangers have enough pushing power, just with their brute force, to go for high ground if they want to, and BU don't really have that option because they're pushing very slowly, like top lane's still alive. They're gonna jump in, come with me straight onto Treasure Cat right now, but he has a Glimmer Cape Blade Mail, backing back into Treasure Cat as well. That's only a 1-man back, and now Come With Me is gonna get sheeped up. Finger of Death as well, still alive for right now. Sunlight maybe overcommitted, turns around for a Sonic Wave onto Mind Control, but will get out of there in time. Goretz is once again, surprise, surprise, gonna be the one to get aggressive upon. Bignum, though, can't quite throw the Shuriken, that's not gonna bounce in range. And it's Dazzle to fall right now. Sunlight's going to initiate, kill off the Bounty Hunter, and that should just about be it. It's a 1-for-1 trade. BU getting the best fight that they have been getting over the course of this entire game, but killing off a Dazzle, again, Power Rangers simply don't care about that loss. They do hold on to their tier 2 top lane, and they may even deny it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the trade is really a tier 2 for a tier 2 plus a deny, actually not getting denied, and a 1-1 trade. So yeah, Burden United, that was one of the better fights so far this game. Still, Power Rangers didn't lose anything of value there. To be honest, I think the level wise and everything, the Bounty Hunter is even more precious than the Dazzle.
Especially since Bounty Hunter's been getting all these solo kills, like he's been cashing in with the track and experience, of course. So though he is a quote-unquote support hero, he's a very, very rich farmed support hero. He's, pushing the boundaries between supports and cores. So it's a nice fight for BU to take, obviously. Like, they don't really lose as many heroes as they previously did, and maybe that's just a side effect of them getting the initiation upon Power Rangers. Like, they pressure the Clockwork, which ultimately didn't do that much, but hey, if you keep the Clockwork a little bit scared, then he's not going to be hookshotting your team. They're not going to get the initiation, so it's not really the best, but it's certainly not the worst. And now Bignum, walking into detection range. There's still a gem up on Sunlight, and they'll take down Bignum very easily. Looking for the hookshot for more, can't quite find it. Mind Control is going to get himself out there, but with Bignum now down, they could just go for a straight push. They're actually going to respect Come With Me's split push. I'm actually really surprised by that. Storm Spirit is not really a great pusher.
Yeah, and to be honest, Power Rangers, I think they get too scared out of all of this, but Sunlight, well, that's an interesting one. He's getting glimpsed back, but to be honest with the BKB, I'm not really sure they can really do this. Come With Me going for the right clicks, being successful there. J4, he's pretty much the victim of all of this. So Power Rangers, they're pretty impressed by the fact that Burden United really go for that split push. One Storm Spirit in the mid is keeping them away from actually attempting tier 3 high ground, which is very interesting, I have to say. So I'm not sure if that hesitation is not playing into Burden United's cards at the moment.
I mean, it's kind of working out for BU right now. I would say for Power Rangers, yeah, you make that teleportation defense play if a Lycan is knocking on your front door, or if a Naga Siren is, because those heroes can bring down structures really, really easily. A Storm Spirit, not as much. Hell, even if Leshrac was up there, that would be somewhat of a threat, just because Edict does damage to towers, but Storm Spirit, he's good at killing heroes. That's pretty much it. Right now, they have an opportunity over in mid. Big ball ending into Goretz. This time, he doesn't have Dazzle to grave him, but he does have the Glimmer Cape. He's going to survive for a little while longer. In fact, no, he's going to go down eventually. Now, Ditchy-Ra into 1v4, but he's tearing through a Rise so quickly with Satanic. Not losing any health either. Sonic Wave through. That's not going to do that much, actually, but they vacuum everyone back into this Static Storm. That's on to 3, but Come With Me. He's stuck in there, not doing that much damage. He's finally going to ball letting himself out. Mind Control on the run from Ditchy-Ra. Can't make it out. Sunlight's going to clean up Disruptor in the end. Now, Bignum. He's invisible, but spotted by Sunlight's still existing gem, who actually is going to go deep for the Storm Spirit. Takes down his gem. Bignum's still alive, but it's a one-man casualty for Power Rangers. Again, just the Lion. And BU lose all their heroes. In fact, well, actually, no, Bignum's going to find the Clockwork, zap him down, make a clean TP out, or should make a clean TP out. Yeah, no Sheep Stick up on Sunlight, not for another 6 seconds, but man, Dichira is fighting like an absolute man because he has the Satanic and BU just not respecting it, not respecting the combination of Satanic and BKB.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and that means High Ground forcing buybacks at the moment. Well, there is the Darks here, but if he can actually stop this, especially because he's already going down right there, or he has to witness how the Bounty Hunter actually is going down. So this is at least tier 3, but that's it. Power Rangers going back right after.
Glimpse gonna catch Sunlight. Nope, BKB is gonna buff that one out, and Mind Control is gonna go 1v3. He gets Sonic Wave and almost 100 to 0 through that Sonic Wave, so yeah, not really the best decision. Come With Me is going to go right in for J4, gets the Orchid out. This should be a kill, though. Goritz is there with the Hex, with the Spike. I don't know if these two sports can kill off Storm Spirit, but they sure as hell can save themselves from him until Bignum comes in. Gets the track off onto one. Goritz is going to try to Glimmer out. No more Gem again on the Storm Spirit. And Goritz is actually going to survive because the track is not on the right target. They lose the Disruptor in the meantime to Sunlight as well as Dichira. So Come With Me, Bignum, awkwardly stuck now as the pushes should be continuing from Power Rangers.
Like this was kind of funny because I thought like, oh my god, Power Rangers, I mean, they had such a immediate retreat after the tier 3 tower because they knew Burden United is gonna try something, but in the end Dichira was like, you know what, let's just go for it. So he killed the Rise, forcing that buyback now as well, losing the Disruptor, and so in the end Power Rangers that didn't dare to go for the melee racks with Burden United like kind of failed turnaround there, they actually gave them the racks for free. So mid is down. And that is also the perfect timing because 2 is still down, Roshan is up at the same time. That's the perfect transition, and I think, yeah, Dichira is going directly into it once he's losing that track. I don't think he wants to show it right now, but yeah, once that track is down.
And then Bloodseeker can solo Roshan at this point very easily with the evasion and the lifesteal from Satanic. Look, he's actually going to retreat? No. I thought he was going to head to the north, pretending like he was retreating, then duck into the Roche Pit. No, it's actually a bait. Power Rangers know that BU are going to be coming to check this one out, so they're just going to chill and wait. I guess that's the right decision. The Queen of Pain is stuck in her base right now. She'll be coming out really shortly with an Assault Cuirass. That's a big pickup. Queen of Pain suddenly no longer an easy kill from BU. Actually, it never really was an easy kill, so even more of a difficult kill, and a little bit more minus armor, a little bit plus armor with the Weave. So even if BU were to fight this one, they'd be doing no physical damage. Not like they had a lot to begin with, but this Roshan is going to drop so quickly. That's an Aegis Cheese, and this should be a secondary lane to be pushed. Split push at this point from BU is nowhere near going to cut it.
Yeah, that's, to be honest, that Assault Cuirass is more for the minus armor than the plus armor, because with Beef they already have quite insane amount. But oh, what Storm Spirit doing there? Come with me, you're completely circling around Goritz. There's the reaction, but it goes directly into the Blinkins. There's no Blink deck anymore, he's just supping away. But still, damn. Come With Me has the ability to raise my blood pressure by about 200% all the time in what kind of positions he is. I mean, last game already, the last position of his Wraith King was pretty much the game breaker, and now on the Storm Spirit he's also playing with fire all the time.
I'm pretty sure a 200% increase in your blood pressure would kill you. I'm no doctor,
no.
But it sounds bad. No?
No, I have a good blood pressure right now. 200. I mean, that would be 200 is the 200%.
By 200%? That's a lot, dude. I don't know.
No,
we can do the math later. But bottom lane is being pushed right now. Yeah, I didn't see the Lincoln Sphere actually, so I just saw Lion use Hex and then he didn't get Hex up. Sunlight's going to drop pretty low, but BKB is going to get her out of that. And J4 has the heals, so no big deal there. Hook shot deep into the back from Cheshire Cat. Catches Bignum. He's stuck in the Static Storm, but he's the only one here. Sonic Wave 2 is going to kill off the Bounty Hunter. Now they're going to go for Sunlight, but she will die. Arise still standing strong towards Cheshire Cat. Has Cheese, will pop it. Gets graved up even. Dichira now finally going into this fight with 700 movement speed. Will kill off Disruptor. Now chasing forward for more with the Sheep on to Come With Me. They're both caught in the cogs. The Split Earth is going to connect onto a couple Mind Control, though. Stuck in those cogs still. Dichira is going to grab himself a double. Now Rupture onto Arise. Not doing too much right now. Cheshire Cat gets pulled back by Come With Me into the tier 4s even. They'll take down another. Finger Death on the Come With Me. Dichira trying to do what damage he can, but he just can't stick onto his targets well enough. Here comes Come With Me. Back from the fountain, giving a straight for Goritz, and the Dagon Zap's going to kill off the Bloodseeker. Do they have enough to actually kill him off again? They have no Electric Vortex. Dichira, though, 500 movement speed, now down to 100 as he walks straight through the ball lightning. And that's going to be Dichira's death again. BU hold. And I don't think it actually costed them one buyback. That's about it, though, and that is a big win.
I'm so confused. Like, first of all, what just happened? And second of all, who left his PTs there on the crown that Bloodseeker just picked up? Was that his own PTs? I don't know.
Wait, what?
I'm
I
confused.
don't see any power treads.
No, and look at Bloodseeker's inventory.
Oh,
he has
oh.
BOTs, and right
They're
where he
his,
died,
then.
right
Otherwise,
where
they
he
would be
died, there were
muted, right?
PTs.
They're his, otherwise it'll be muted. But, I mean, Power Rangers, they lose all their heroes. I think that was a little bit too ambitious from the Clockwork, like jumping in there. Sunlight also blinking in, got immediately focused down. Couldn't do anything just because she used her BKB beforehand. So Power Rangers kind of throwing themselves in one at a time into the meat grinder that's BU. And it's a very, again, avoidable thing that they could, just don't go in there like that next time, and they'll be able to push a lot more effectively. But BU, they take a fight, take something like 5,000 total gold, get a whole bunch of Storm Spirit, Bloodstone charges. Game's not over yet, although even with that fight, BU are not in a great position.
Yep, I mean, that is... Well, it's a bummer for Power Rangers, and not a small one, because this is a 13, 14k lead into plummeting, what, 6k, 7k, something like that. So they lose pretty much half their net worth to Burden United. And of course, it's also for the morale. Like, Burden United all the time, pretty much on the back foot. Their best fight so far was trading even in towers or heroes, but now suddenly they have this amazing base defense, and the only downside is, of course, they had to spend some buybacks. I mean, Arise had to buy back earlier, then we had Bignum's buyback right now, but still, other than that, it was a good fight by Burden United, replicating that, and then trying to BUT, for example, into a wave, getting some buybacks out of Power Rangers. This might actually be dangerous for Power Rangers.
Yeah, the problem I see for BU is that though they did take that fight very, very well, the only reason that fight actually happened as well because they were in their own base. BU will struggle a lot more to replicate that fight if it's anywhere but right under the shadow of their tier 3 tower. Like if they try to push this bottom lane tier 2, they can't replicate that fight because Power Rangers will have so many more options. So BU, the only way that they actually do that again is if they pull back and go on the defensive, and that doesn't exactly win you any games. Power Rangers, they're going to instead try to go for top lane instead of bottom. The defense in this bottom tier 2 is going to be non-existent, so it should be a free tier 2 tower for BU. Actually, Lion's coming in. Jump in from Come With Me, instantly silencing Goretz. However, Glimmer Cape is going to keep this Lion alive, and Come With Me is going to grab the tower and be on his merry way. Or he should be on his way. Yeah, he will. And we have a travel up towards top. J4 is going to be just fine. Rise isn't... Oh, he's there, but... Either way, BU take a tower. They're still kicking, but now that the Bloodseeker has a basher, things are going to get a lot worse for BU.
Yep. So let's see where this one is going, because at the moment, Burden United, they just did a precision strike, getting the tier 2 tower some more gold, working on like sort of equalizing this match. Now, of course, we have a smoke, and maybe that smoke is going to change something, bringing PR back into the game, because they lost all their momentum, but it doesn't change anything that the Bloodseeker is still such a big force to reckon with. The only problem is that at the moment, like, he got a bit kited, as well as the synergy between the Clockwork and Darkseer is not the best except for Bloodrite, but I mean, Bloodrite at the moment, the damage is completely useless. We're talking about a 50-minute game where like the HP pool is like 3-4k of some heroes, and so he wants to get on the right clicks. If the cogs are blocking him out, that's of course bad. Either way, that smoke is not gonna find anything, and Burden United, they're like pretty comfy around their own base because they just had an amazing fight there.
Lightning in, Ditchrod getting hit pretty hard by that one. How good is the chain stun? Is there a grave? Ditchrod still dropping lower and lower, but he's still alive. Now the BKB and grave. Gonna turn around and annihilate. Come With Me, force him out. Arise still stuck in the front lines. He's gonna straight TP out, but he gets sheeped up in the middle of it. And now he's actually not moving at all, which was good because he has Rupture on him. Big vacuum into a wall from Mind Control, but is that gonna do enough right now? It just doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Mind Control is gonna drop Sonic Wave through onto 3. That's Bloodseeker down. Cheshire Cat might be down as well, but no, gets graved up again. Come With Me up to the high ground now. Sunlight's gonna follow him. Yule Scepter from the Clockwork, I think, get reflected by the Lotus Orb. They will bring down the Storm Spirit, buyback forced out. That's a 3 for 2 so far. It was ambitious for BU to actually make that play, and no, they're gonna go for more. They catch Dazzle on the retreat. Come With Me's gonna go for a little bit more. He finds Sunlight and Goretz. Lincoln Sphere going to absorb one blow, but he gets sheeped up straight afterwards. Goretz has a spike, has an impale, and he will hold on to it right now. No, there's a Hex, never mind. Shiva's Guard's gonna slow everything down. Come With Me, very tanky at this point with the Shivas, and Bignum and Disruptor both on the high ground. They'll take down the Lion, now looking for the Queen of Pain. Come With Me has more mana, they'll turn around for a Sonic Wave, gonna catch 3. And now Sunlight pulled back in. He's gonna be pulled in again into the Electric Vortex. That's another track kill, plus the gem being claimed by BU. It cost them yet another buyback, but it's yet another full 5-man wipe for BU.
This is the advantage of fighting close to your base when you have a buyback still on the Storm Spirit. So ended pretty much with the 3-on-3 trade. That's what you said, and suddenly come at me was like, you know what, I just buy back because I think we can get more out of this. And it actually happened. They trade 3 for 5 pretty much if you count the buyback in. So pretty amazing. Also the chase, like I really thought the Queen of Pain is going for, you know, killing that Storm Spirit, especially since Gorak survived with the Glimmer Cape, but it was just not enough right click. That's the funny part. I talked on a draft already about it, that like at some point we're gonna see also the Queen of Pain, like later in the game, transitioning into some right clicks. We have the first step already done with the Assault Cuirass, but yeah, she needs another item to actually be somewhat useful after her ultimate is out, and for like these long chases, especially if you have to right click battle a Storm Spirit.
And the Storm Spirit has a Shivas. He's very, very tanky in the physical department, and Queen of Pain doesn't really have that much physical damage, except for, you know, a little bit of minus armor, a little bit of plus attack speed, but that's nothing really to write home about. Something like a Daedalus can make it so that she could actually kill off, you know, anyone from BU relatively easily, but that fight, crucially for BU, means that Storm Spirit, I mean, he doesn't have buyback anymore, which means he could spend his gold. He's going to grab a Sheep Stick. That's the second Sheep Stick on the team. Arise also grabbed one after, after that last fight. So double disables. If they can lock down the Bloodseeker, you know, before or after the BKB is used and bring him down, obviously that'll be really difficult because J4 has always been on point with those Graves, but without the Bloodseeker, Power Rangers' ability to fight plummets. Like, they no longer have significant sources of damage. A lot of control maybe, a lot of bursts into one particular target with the Finger of Death, but no sustained damage output. That should be the goal from BU, and with 2 Sheep Sticks, it gets a lot more possible.
There's one thing we have to say though. I mean, yes, that's all right, but the biggest problem about this fight was simply that Ditchara got initiated on, and so taken down like an HP that he had no chance to actually come back. And even the kills he did that without Blood Rage.
Smoke in the mid. They see Ditchara one more time. Can they do it again? J4 is right around the corner. Static Storm is there. Ditchara taking a beating. And Arise in the back with the BKB. 2-man stun. Being reflected by the Lotus Orb. Ditchara still dropping low. Still alive right now. Now pops the Satanic. And gonna go straight for Arise. Come with me. Still in the back line. Is gonna go for J4. Killed off the 2 supports. But it's gonna be mind control in the most trouble. Ditchara with the Bashers. Perma-stunning. This Darkseer can't get anything going. Come with me doing his best. Pulls back Ditchara finally. And he will get the kill with the Ion Shell still burning him down. Bignum still in the fight as well. Sunlight has no more Sonic Wave. Is gonna get ground down by Bignum. And come with me as they chase forward for more. It's on to Cheshire Cat. Ditchara's gonna straight buy back in this fight. He's in a 1v2, however, and I don't think he can actually do it, especially with all these illusions walking around from BU. Ditchara, very, very quick, however, is gonna get very far away, but Come With Me has another pullback, has another Shiva's Blast as well. Ditchara just bought back into this, needs Sunlight's help, but another Dragon Blast gonna drop him so very low. Bignum closing in as well, but Ditchara, once again with the lifesteal, gonna turn this around to Come With Me. Lotus Orb does nothing in this scenario. Sonic Wave will kill off the Storm Spirit, healing up Bignum perhaps, but he has not much mana to go. Are there any gems on the floor? No. Looks like Bignum will be able to slip away. It forces now 2 buybacks from Power Rangers that fight. BU taking a fantastic fight. I think most of the credit given to that Lotus Orb. That reflected a 2-man stun.
Jesus, yeah, Lotus Orb. It's one of the first time I actually see Lotus Orb in action, to be honest. It's an item that like many people see controversial, but Bignum. Okay, scout it out. That's bad for him, but at the moment, no one has a gem. Like, Bignum has 1 gem, we have 1 in the Courier, on the Radiant side we have 1 in the Fountain, so at the moment Radiant owns 3 gems.
Oh, but he walks right into a Sentry, and now there's a gem for the Tiger.
Now they have their gem back.
He was walking right next to it. He should have seen it. So yeah, that's a free Aegis and Cheese. Also Disruptor, he got a little bit too close thinking about doing something cute. He'll pay the price as well. BU feeling pretty good apparently about their last couple of fights, and they decide to throw some heroes into the offering pit. Power Rangers now have an Aegis and now have a Cheese and now have a gem. BU have been taking some fantastic fights, but now it's going to get a lot harder. Being 2 men down, first of all, but also being an Aegis and Cheese down. Big ball lining up to the top lane, though. Cheshire Cat is going to dodge all of that. He'll just walk right home.
Like, you can tell that a Storm Spirit gets really dangerous in your game when he pretty much zips half of the map and still comes there with 50% of his mana. So that really hurts. But the fact is, you said it already, 2 are down. So let's go. Volume number 2 of this fight, which pretty much was the end of all of Power Rangers' momentum. Now there's the glove used, and I think we're gonna go in a heavy fight because 7 seconds on a disruptor. There it is. Is there a wall or anything? No.
There's a hook shot on the back line, onto 2, Come With Me, not really in the middle of this fight, dropping very low, in fact. Wall's there, but there's no real vacuum follow-up. Now Power Rangers have BU on the run. This is where Bloodseeker gets insane. He'll take down the Darkseer. Wall is holding them out for right now, but Darkseer has a buyback. Tower still surviving, and Bignum, he's firing away with that diagonal. They get a glimpse back onto someone. That's Ditchira. He will get graved up for the up team time, though. Currently overshot by a very large margin. He's in the back line, and he just can't catch up to anyone. Now he's going to find Sunlight, pull him back in with a two-man stun. J4 cannot quite get the heals or Grave off. He'll die to the Pulse Nova. Goretz as well will go down. They see Cheshire Cat, they see Sunlight. These are two very easy track kills that they grab. There's one actually that's going to be buffered out by the Aegis, but now Sunlight's going to respawn into a whole pile of Radiant heroes. Split Earth is waiting for him, and he's trapped in the cage. He has a blink out, but he can't quite get it. They see Cheshire Cat still with the track. How much mana does the Storm Spirit have? Not that much, but Bignum's going to jump forward. Split Earth is down Cheshire Cat. They'll bring him down as well. And 0 of these dead heroes have buyback from Power Rangers. BU hold yet again. Mid lane's quite a problem, but now's the time to push.
It's just amazing. Like, I don't know, whenever Burden United fights somewhere around Power Rangers side of the map, then somehow they're crumbling. But as soon as Power Rangers comes, I don't know, close to Burden United's base, everything's just falling apart. This is the second time we have a similar fight with a similar start, just this time the initiation was the other way around and on the Chara. But still, like, wow, what a disaster for Power Rangers. You said it, it's push time now. I mean, we talk about almost 1 hour of a game, so Arise is a hell of a pushing monster. The creep wave is not far away, so yeah, this is gonna hurt. And with the Queen of Pain not being able to buy back, that's horrible, because they need that damage.
Well, maybe they take down 1 Rax, maybe they take down 2. Storm Spirit is going to, well, that's kind of lazy, travel right in. He's going to jump forward to dodge that Blood Right. Loses the Lincoln Sphere shell, but now he's going to get Abyssal up. Ditchira, though, instantly sheeped, and Come With Me is now in the cover of Lotus Orbs. He's going to go straight for Goretz. The Hex on a J4 prevents the Grave from coming out. Arise, he's stuck right now. He's going to try to travel out. Gets pulled out of that, though, by the bashes of Ditchira. Come With Me doing what he can. Vacuum Wall, going to catch Ditchira right now, and he's going to drop so quickly, but he gets Graved again. This Dazzle's been playing out of his mind, but is it going to be enough? Because he's still stuck in there. Satanic not going to do it. He's going to go down, and Come With Me wants more. He wants J4. He wants to get rid of that Grave problem, but he can't quite find it. Cheshire Cat catches Minuts with that nice hook shot into Cogs, but Come With Me is still kicking, and he's kicking very hard at that. Still Cheshire Cat's alive, still he's trying to go for Minuts. Bignum is there as well. I don't think he could do that, but the Rax have already been taken, and now Cheshire Cat's going to look for another onto Bignum. Now the battery assault damage is split. Come With Me still with the vision on Cheshire Cat, will work towards him. That track is going to give Come With Me so much gold, and it will. Mind Control now arriving to the fight. J4 can't do nothing by himself. He does have Queen of Pain here, and Sunlight's going to go straight for Come With Me. Sonic Wave misses, however. Come With Me Force Staffs out of it, now ball ending out. He's still fighting, and he doesn't have anything to worry about because Sunlight is sheeped up. Here comes Arise as well. Sunlight's gonna drop. J4 is dead as well. And BU just won.
What just happened?
What the hell just happened?
I have no idea what just happened. Power Rangers, the art of 3-2-2 is right here. I have no idea. No, but I mean, this was not an intentional throw or anything. This is just, wow, what a fight. Come With Me, like fighting like Gorg, trying to come in, trying to finish him off, but he just won't die. He's I don't know, he's the Highlander. You have to chop his head off to actually get him rid of anything.
He has 9,800 gold. Even if you kill him once, he will instantly buy back and then travel in. Kill him twice, he'll buy back and then travel in. Like, there's just no way for them to actually kill off the Storm Spirit because they're not getting enough focus on him. The Bloodseeker needs to be the one right on top of that Storm Spirit every single time, but with the mobility of Storm, Bloodseeker just can't get his claws into him. Even with the Abyssal, BU grab victory from the jaws of defeat. And this dead team will continue on walking. Dude, I have no idea what happened in this game. This was insane.
This was really one of the best games I've had in a long time. And someone tell me that Tier 2 Dota is boring. Man, this was just amazing. How Burden United came back on this one. Like, Ditchira looked so strong, but like every time they entered the base, they just got such a heavy beating. And then the buyback situation was definitely not on their side. And also, like, I don't know, Ditchira maybe also a bit in the wrong position because he was always the front line and he kind of initiated on. And Come With Me, to be honest, I mean, in the second game, I didn't talk very nicely about him because I really thought that like his Wraith King being out of position caused a lot of the trouble they were in and also then consecutively the loss. But this game on his Storm Spirit was insane. From such a bad start into such a monster of supping around and, yeah, in the end, supping your enemy to nothing. That was interesting. Nice.
impeccable performance from the Storm Spirit, but I think the real standout hero for BU was the Bounty Hunter. Bignum got so many track kills for his team, and that's like kind of hard to measure. You don't really know how much value you actually get out of a Bounty Hunter until you get those big items, and it's hard for us to see it, but man, he got so many early game pickoffs. He's the one who actually prevented Power Rangers from getting completely out of control. And BU are going to be moving on. They've just secured themselves like something like 1,000 extra euro. Power Rangers had a good run, but now they're out in the loser bracket semifinals. Next game, guys, is going to be Scary Faces versus Burden at some unknown date. No one actually knows when, not even a team. So we'll keep you updated for that, but that is going to be it for this channel. We guys hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy the casting, be sure to follow us. I'm Mikelorus. You followed my Twitter tag right there. Heflamoke is right over there, at Mikelorus, at Heflamoke. More game shows going to be coming up. Heflamoke also has his Target thing that's going to be soon after this, so be sure to check that one out, guys. But for right now, we are done. It's been a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you all next time.
Bye-bye, guys.